I have to come from a different place. I have just spent the last few weeks learning about budgets and the impacts of my local governments in ways that I never would have expected that I was going to spend the interim doing. And the thing that I have to say is I've been on the doors, I've talked to voters, and it is absolutely unequivocally clear that people want tax relief. Democrats, Republicans, there's a concern. The thing that I have the most concern about in this place right now, where we are, is that when I go back, I know realistically we didn't give them real relief. $45 a year, $75 a year. The valuations, the assessments, they will go up. These taxes will continue to rise, and this is not real relief. People are expecting to see a real difference in their property tax bills, and this is not what it looks like. We have to rethink the whole damn thing. But what I'm also wildly present to that I wasn't before is the real impact. You know, I hear the word fear-mongering. I can tell you that South Metro Fire Protection District is in my district. They are my district. You know, I have learned more about their budget than I ever expected to know. 80% of their budget is personnel. 10% budget cut to South Metro Fire Protection District is, in fact, going to impact personnel. Now, it's not to the extent of losing 100% of their workers. But the thing that really is real is that at the time that they start to lose personnel and all of the smaller little departments around them, Elizabeth, these departments that they have natural, everyday working relationships with mutual aid agreements where they do the work for one another. They send the closest fire truck, even if it's across their line. Those smaller departments that are losing those personnel are going to have a greater need for mutual aid. At the same time, South Metro is going to have less ability to provide it. That is a real problem. We learned in the Louisville fires that wildfires can impact neighborhoods. That is a very, very real event. Wind and embers can burn your house. And the only thing that's in between you and that is your fire department. And you can call that fear-mongering if you want, but I don't know that Coloradans fully expect that what they're giving up here could cost them so much more than $45. I don't know that that's what we're putting in the news. I don't know that that's what we're talking about. And I think that it's massively important that we come and take a look comprehensively in this space, in a real time, in a real place where we debate and come up with new ideas for how we fund these services. And I'm not just trying to use the fire as a fear-mongering. It's a big issue. You know, I've got an improvement district in my area that will be insolvent as a result of this deal. They did exactly what we would expect a good government to do, and they only set the taxation. They went to the voters and said, please give us this amount of money. We're going to set this millage. We're going to borrow money to build a new fence for all of these neighborhoods, and they will not pay that note. And we can talk about backfills for accounts that get negative. The people that run that improvement district, they're not government people. They're not going to come do the work that it takes to fight the state government for what it looks like to get made whole. And for any of us that know anything about backfill, I've never seen backfill make whole anything. Insolvent. You know, it's very hard to come to the state government and take a top-down approach and literally put a brick on top of property taxes that local voters voted for. They said, yes, we want this thing. So I hope we come back to this place and give the voters that choice. If they have the choice to enact it, they have the choice to take it away. It should be dealt with at that level. It should not be dealt with here. I'm actually scared of what we did here. That's it.
Thank you. Madam Assistant Majority Leader Bacon.